So starting the test drive in this Lexus RX. Love the Lexus, especially in this body style this year, because these are just, you still see a lot of these on the road with close to 300,000 miles that people have had since new. And if you just keep these maintained, they'll go, I use forever loosely, but they'll go forever. Still drives like new. And the funny thing is the interior, again, if you take care of it, I mean, the wood grain on this vehicle is flawless. The leather's held up great. Everything is still in tip-top shape. And this is the kind of example I would want to own if I got one. Now, driving this around town, I like these because they drive very normally. They have a bit of power, but if you just do stop and go traffic like this, or you just want to kind of have a more mellow drive, you don't have to give this pedal too much to get it going, but you also can just kind of tap your foot as well. And then it almost has its own eco mode in that sense. But the steering kind of reminds me of the RAV4, except a little better. It's a tad loose, but this feels more luxurious loose as opposed to just borderline flimsy. And I'm talking about the 16, 17, 18 model year. And that's opinion based. That's just how it feels to me. I've had one, so I kind of know what I'm talking about, but I also have a Mach-E now that I keep in sport mode. So that steering is pretty stiff, and that's how I like it. I like a sportier feel, even if the vehicle's not necessarily that sporty. But again, this feels almost perfect just because you have a somewhat big SUV, and it's nice to have the precise yet not super tight steering. And it's very easy to get used to in terms of driving it from the brake pedal to the gas pedal. And the ride is actually, I take this corner, I should say this twist, very often. And this is one of the smoothest times it's been hit in this vehicle. That was actually surprising. I was waiting for it to give me a little feedback, but it really didn't. But yeah, the ride so far is like, it's very impressive. I keep waiting to feel a bump, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I'm driving. That's how smooth this is. And I've driven some Toyotas, and that's one of the reasons that Lexus is one of the best luxury brands, I think, because you have the Toyota reliability, but driving this does not feel the same as driving a comparable Toyota. Heck, they can have the same engine and same transmission, it doesn't feel the same. Even, what year is it? 24, and this is a 2007. So you do the math, that many years later, and this still floats down the road. I just find that incredible. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, that was, oh man, this thing is quick. Like I said, you really have the best of both worlds here, because I wasn't even trying to do what I just did, but it still was ready to go. Let's hit it here. Yes. And just so quick. That's crazy. But I mean, just a great ride quality here. Cruise control, I just tested it out. Works well. Everything on this is still holding up fantastically. And this one has newer tires on it, so if you're looking at getting this one from Darrell Waltrip Honda, big thank you to them. This one is for sale as of today. And then if you're looking to get one of the many that are still out there trucking along in your area, make sure you click the link down below, fill out that information, and I'll make sure that your local dealers get you the best price on one of these RX 350s. So just a little bit of wind noise here as it picks up, but fantastic, fantastic vehicle. and this one has relatively low miles. But with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2007 Lexus RX 350.